I'm so ready for summer, and I got right here a full-on review of the brand new Charlotte Tilbury Beautiful Skin Sun Kiss Glow Bronzers. 3 different shades, side-by-side comparisons on my face, comparisons with other bronzers, swatches, my full-on review. 3, 2, 1, let's go. What can get me more excited than summertime? I love summer. I love a good bronzy look without the pain of going through, tanning under the sun, getting a sunburn. And here we go. Our darling Charlotte Tilbury, she just dropped her new Beautiful Skin Sun Kiss Glow Bronzers. I went ahead and picked up 3 of the 4 different shades. I know a little bit excessive right here, but I do a lot of reviews here on my channel. I'm planning to do comparisons side by side on my face, swatches, everything that you need to know about these bronzers, you will definitely know in this video. I promise to give you a beautiful, healthy looking beachy bronze glow for every day, for every single day. I like all of that. The claims of Charlotte Tilbury, they are always up there. Right here, smoothing, healthy looking glow. For face and body, it's infused with hyaluronic acid, vitamin D. It does have a good amount of product, 21 grams of product. It's made in Italy. The retail value is $56. They are available right now at Charlotte Tilbury's website. I'm sure it's going to be dropping at Sephora anytime soon, as well as other retailers that they carry Charlotte Tilbury. I will be leaving all the details of my makeup, these bronzers, absolutely everything will be on the description box below for your convenience. So make sure you check the description box below, because a lot of you sometimes they ask me where I can find these. And it's on the description box below. Even like my jewelry, my nail polish, everything is on that description box below. Okay. I'm not upset about that. I just want to make sure that my friends, you know that everything is listed there, including my foundation matches, my type of skin, my age. I'm on my 4th floor, over 40 years old, and I think all those things are super important, mostly when we're talking about complexion products. For example, I do live in California in a drier climate, although today is going to be not humid, but it's going to be nice and warm. We're going to be hitting almost 80 degrees, and I live by the coastline, so I will let you know absolutely everything of how these bronzers work, because there's more claims right here, like it is humidity proof. I don't live in Florida anymore, but I can, kind of like get you an idea if I think it will be or not. Sweat proof. I will be breaking a sweat today, that's for sure. And a couple other claims. These bronzers are supposed to boost your hydration and make your skin appear a little bit smoother. Okay, my friends. Enough blabbing. Did I tell you the price? $56. And also at Charlotte Tilbury's website, you can find different kits, like a bronzer with a brush that it was launched specifically for this bronzer. I went ahead and skipped that because not too long ago, I went ahead and purchased this kabuki brush right here from Guerlain, and I have already ordered the new Chanel oversized kabuki brush. So I thought to myself, another brush? Honestly, I have too many brushes, so I decided to skip on that one. And aside to those kits, there are other kits on this launch that, for example, includes the bronzer plus the brush plus a eyeshadow palette, etc. Again, I will be leaving those links on the description box below, so that way it's way easier for you to find them. So let me show you here that unicorn. I will have to say, this is not my favorite unicorn from Charlotte Tilbury. It looks kind of like a billboard. You just have a lot of information right here, like everywhere, so much. But that's something that, we have seen Charlotte Tilbury doing, not only on this product, but many of her products lately. Just have a ton of information. Now, the shelf life of these bronzers is 24 months, 2 solid years for a cream bronzer. I think that is actually pretty generous. The ingredient list right here is very small. The first ingredient is dimethicone. That's the first thing that I see, and then after other ingredients I see again another type of dimethicone. There's mica in here, there's sodium hyaluronate, glycol, so really good smoothing and very moisturizing ingredients for your face. And if you're wondering, I have dry skin on the perimeters of my face and then a little bit more of like combo skin right here where I have my enlarged pores. I film in natural light, so hopefully this will give you a better representation of each of the products. And look at this beautiful compact right here. It looks like a sun. So beautiful. It looks so, so pretty. On the back, it has pretty much the same information that you find in the box. I mean, a lot of information. A lot of information, but that's good. I mean, you got here, you know, like the weight, also where is it made, the shade right here too. And this one is in the shade Fair. And the compact also comes with a really nice size mirror. I mean, like, look at that massive mirror right there. I think it's perfect. Okay, let's go ahead and swatch it. I feel so bad to swatch it. Okay, there's a little bit of a tag. It's creamy, but not like too creamy to the point of melting. There's not a scent in here. And this shade Fair, it looks a little bit, I think a little bit cool tone. You know what? Let's swatch the other ones. I have here the shade 2 Medium. Okay, this one has a little bit more warmth to it. And then here's the shade 3 Tan. Ooh. Okay, so this one looks like it has more yellow in it. This one has more reddish tone, and this one definitely is more neutral, leaning cool tone. Let's go ahead and swatch it. That feels super creamy. One, two, three. Fair, Medium, Tan. Going with my Guerlain brush and then the shade Fair. I'm going to apply it on the right side of my face. And these bronzers are supposed to be used also face and body. Okay. This is very cool tone to me. It added color immediately, although I do have a light to medium skin tone. But I have to be very honest with you, this is not to me a true bronze tone. It looks a little bit more like something that I will contour with. Also in contrast with my undertone and all of that. Let's go for the shade 2 Medium, and I'm going to be using a Refer number 31 brush. Just picked up right there. Oh wow. Ooh, okay. A little goes a long. Okay, this shade right here, it actually gave me a true bronze for my skin tone. I went ahead and reapplied foundation just on the right side of my face. I do still have the medium bronze right here, and now I'm gonna go with the shade 3 Tan. Remember, there is a deeper shade, a fourth shade after this one that honestly I didn't need to pick up, but I was curious on this shade right here because on the regular bronzers of Charlotte Tilbury, the ones that come in the the large size, I use the most during summertime that specific shade tan. So I just wanted to compare it, see what's the difference between this one in the cream version versus the powder version. So this one again is 310. And I'm going to be using a Merit brush. This is a great brush, by the way, super soft. So by looking at the amount of pigment that the medium shade gave me, I don't want to use too much of these. So this is as much as I picked up, and see how this goes. Wow, you see the amount of pigmentation, and it doesn't look like I have so much in the brush, but I do. This is a beautiful shade. This is more of like a reddish tone. This one is more like goldeny, kind of, not orange, but more warm, more golden. This one has a red undertone to it. Very pretty. This really gave me that hip vibe. Okay. And I have to say that the bronzer melts in the skin. It doesn't remove the foundation. It's so easy to blend. Do you see any streaks or marks or something? Nothing. It looks beautiful. I'm going to use the Shade Fair, and with a BK Beauty 202 brush, I'm just going to get a little. And to me, this shade, like I was telling you before, I feel like it's more like a contour shade. So I'm just going to use it a little bit as a eyeshadow, just kind of to give some definition to my eyes. BK Beauty 206 brush, and I'm gonna go to the medium shade. Just using a little. And deepen out my outer third. Definitely, I feel like you can use it as an eyeshadow base. Or eyeshadow, because it's not thick. When you swatch it, you're going to feel like if it's a little bit dense in consistency, but as you apply it, it's actually thin. Obviously, I will give you a follow-up, most likely on the comment section down below, letting you know how the bronzers wore throughout the day, how they wore on the eyelids too, if they crease or not, but just wanted to give you right there a little bit of a look. Okay, and not too long ago, Charlotte Tilbury also has launched these kind of like cigarette cases. I did a full-on review on this friend right here. I actually got 2 different makeup kits. These are perfect for traveling. They look so pretty too. And I have here the blush in the shade Pretty Fresh. I know you're gonna be like, that's too much. No, it's not. You'll see, it blends with easy. And these honestly leave me wondering, will Charlotte Tilbury also bring some blushes in this format? I think. Hopefully she does. It'll be super nice. Do a little bit here on my nose. To the top. And by the way, these ones are also sold individually. So if you don't want to get a full kit, with the Easy Eye wand and highlighter and all of that, you can, just forego the rest and just, get your blush of preference. There's so many different blushes from these. I think they're called the Easy Makeup. Okay, it will be in the description box below. As easy as that. Now let's dive into comparisons. I got here Soleil Tan de Chanel in the original shade, which this one right here, yeah, here you can tell Do you see how grayish this leans? This one is more like a warm tone. Nude Sticks in the shade Bondi Babe. Yet is warmer and deeper than Chanel, and you can tell right there how deep this is. Charlotte Tilbury, Chanel Universal, and Bondi Babe from Nude Sticks. And you know, this cool tone right here reminds me a lot to the contour shade we find in that Nude Gasm face palette. This palette launched, when did this launch? Last year, right? I'm losing count, but I feel like it looks more like this contour right here. Yep. It seems like it's the cream version of this shade right here. Let's see. Well, yeah, it's the same tone, an undertone, just a little bit deeper on the cream formula. So if you like this shade right here, and even if you want to contour, then I will say this. Or obviously, if you're lighter than me, if you have fairer skin, I'm sure this most likely work for you as a bronzer. But for my skin tone and my undertone, really, it doesn't. Now let's go for the shade Medium 2. And then I have here 395 Soleil Tan Deep Bronze from Chanel. This is the deepest shade. They are coming out with a Levage collection with a medium shade, 392. Again, this is 395. This is the deepest one. Yep, even more reddish in tone. And then I'm gonna go here with Patrick Ta. She's a Sculpt. And the cream bronzer. Then I have right here Tom Ford. This is the Shade and Illuminate in Intensity 1. Let's do these ones first. I have Charlotte Tilbury, Chanel, Patrick Ta, she's a Sculpt, and then Tom Ford Intensity 1. The Tom Ford Intensity 1 is definitely very alike to the Charlotte Tilbury Medium Cream Bronzer. I also have here from Fenty Beauty Honey Glaze. This is more warm, I feel like. I also have this one right here from NARS in the shade Laguna. This one to me is more cool in tone too. You see how cool it is? Or, I mean, you can call it neutral. The finish of the NARS bronzer is exactly the same as the finish of the Charlotte Tilbury cream bronzer. Also from Nude Stick, I do have the shade Terracotta Tan. This one, it works a little bit more like a hybrid between a bronzer and a blush. So I will say definitely, you can see that kind of like rosy undertone. Then Charlotte Tilbury, this is the bronzer, powder bronzer in the shade number 2. And I also want to swatch it against, since we have it right over here, the Nude Gasm Face Palette. And we go to this shade right here. That's 2 on the bronzer. Look at that, the big jump right there. So this is the medium bronzer from Charlotte Tilbury. I'm just gonna put, this is from the Nude Gasm palette. This leans again, you see this will give you more of like a neutral undertone, and then this is, you know, this shade right here, the number 2, it actually, yeah, I think it may go better right here because it's too light. See right there? It's too light. Okay, now let's go with a deeper shade of this Charlotte Tilbury bronzer, the shade number 310. This baby right here. I'm just gonna swatch it here. I don't have these many bronzers like this deep shade. I'm gonna swatch it against the Soleil Tan Deep Bronze from Chanel. This leans a little bit more reddish tone. And then I have here the Charlotte Tilbury Hollywood Contour 1. This one is in the medium dark shade. And this is what it works for me after blending it, because the other one, it's just a little bit too light for my skin tone. I'm just going to put it above. Oop, let me just put a little bit more. There's a reddish hint to add too. In the middle, I have the cream bronzer from Charlotte Tilbury. And then the last product I want to swatch is from WESTMAN ATELIER, and this is the Face Trace Contour Stick in the shade Truffle. I also have Biscuit, but I cannot find it. I have been trying to look for it because I think that it will be very close to the fair shade on the cream bronzer from Charlotte Tilbury, but sorry, I cannot find it. I had been like I look all the way on the back of my drawer. Okay, this is still a little bit more. No, it's not the same. There you have it. Oh no, and I do have a last one right here. This is by Charlotte Tilbury in the powder formulation, the shade number 3. There you go. You go all the comparisons. I'll put a pause right here. The finish is very alike to NARS. Consistency, very alike to Chanel. And now I want to try this baby right here. This is in the medium shade. And I'm using the Guerlain brush. And I'm just going to use it as a body bronzer. Yes, it did bronze my skin. And you can tell right here, this bronzer doesn't have sheen. It's a natural finish. It's not matte, which I'm happy about it. There you go. And then let's see another thing right here. Is it a sticky? I haven't powdered my face. So let's just... Okay, say a wind is blowing. About me. There you go. I mean, it is stuck on the lipstick, but not right here. I don't think it's a sticky. I don't think that it's self-setting as, say, for example, one of these Chanel bronzers, the cream bronzers. It's not, but it's not one that is gonna be, slipping and sliding all over the face. The formula is just so good. It just blends with easy. It's not thick, which is very important. It looks very natural, and that's something that, hands down, Charlotte Tilbury, she knows how to do this. She really knows. For me, I mean, price honestly is right for a luxury brand. I love the packaging. I love the design. I love absolutely everything. I'm like, these right here, total summer vibe, total, I mean, beautiful, beautiful bronzers. I really love that they don't look like too glowy, too greasy. They just look super, super natural. To me, the shade that I'm like, I don't care for is the shade Fair, because it just leans a little bit too cool tone for my skin tone. So no, doesn't work. Definitely the shade 2 medium is my perfect shade. And then the shade 3 tan, I really like it because it gives me a little bit more of that very heated, bronzy vibe, like very, like more like when you're like in the middle of summertime, with that reddish tone that is not super red, but it just gives me a lot more color. So to me, I think that the shade 2 medium, it will be ideal for all year round. The shade 3 tan, using it lightly, because here, don't get confused, these are very pigmented. These are gonna last me a long time, and 2 years for a cream bronzer is very generous. Usually cream bronzers, they say between 6, 12 months, 18 months, if top. 2 years, it's a good amount of time, and you have a lot of pigment right here, so I don't need a lot of product. This will last me quite a bit. I really enjoy these products, and I want to know from you, my friends. Have you picked up any of these bronzers from Charlotte Tilbury? Let me know which shade you think it looks best on me. Let's just continue the conversation on the comment section down below. And while you're at it, and if you haven't done so yet, I want to invite you to subscribe to my channel. Make sure you ring that post notification bell so you don't miss any of my uploads. And come and follow me on my Instagram. If you like this video, do not forget to give it a thumbs up. Also, share with family and friends. And until the next time, I hope you have a beautiful, wonderful day. Bye-bye.